Beautiful people of YouTube, my name is Oliver Cat, and welcome back to another Let's Play. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you guys are seeing in front of you is the browser-based version of Dungeon Crawl Stone Suit. We're going to be playing some Dungeon Crawl Stone Suit. Yes, it's a roguelike turn-based, dungeon crawler. And we're going to go ahead and jump in the game, and I'll explain to you just a bit of how the game is played and why I'm playing it. It's kind of like showed off a little bit. So we're going to be playing the most recent version, and we're going to set up a character right here. I'm going to be playing a HighElf Fire Elementalist. So it's basically your mage. We're going to be, so hit B button, hit the T for Fire Elementalist, and we have loaded into a dungeon. Now let me fix my screen real quick. I had cut it off to hide the scroll bar on the side. There we go. Now we have the screen. Anyways. Now, reasons that I'm actually playing this game is because I play games like this to show that just because a game isn't running AAA graphics doesn't take away from the fact that it's actually an actual good game when it comes to core content and features within it. So I like playing games like this, and especially a game like this where it's basically one of the grandpas of roguelikes. The amount of things you can do within this game, the amount of content within this game is outstanding. Now, I'm relatively new at the game, so I'm not, like, your best player ever, and I'm sort of just kind of getting a grasp of how to play, and I really want to share this game with you. So, anyways, we're gonna start off, and I'll explain things as we go on. So, first thing any player wants to do before engaging in the dungeon is setting up how EXP is shared after you kill a monster, and basically, every time you kill a monster, EXP will be allocated to certain skills that your character has available to it. And give me 1 second. I just realized, okay, there we go. So with the M key, hit it, and then you get a list of all the skills that your character is going to have. So, you know, you see you're fighting, your unarmed combat, you're throwing, your armor, dodging, spellcasting, conjuration, fire magic, etc. Since I'm going to be a fire mage, I'm going to want experience to be allocated to only certain skills. And the game can do this automatically for you, or you can manually control how the EXP is shared. So, usually players tend to do it manual, because automatic, it doesn't do it efficiently, it doesn't break up the XP efficiently. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to remove dodge. There we go. Dodge is no longer getting XP. I'm going to remove I. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing this, correctly, to say, lack of a better term. I'm doing this, like, from my interpretations of what other players are doing. So, you guys will see here that the XP that I'm getting currently will be divided up into 3. So 33%, you see it here, it shows you here how much XP will be going into each skill. And I'm going to be training my spellcasting, my conjuration, and my fire magic. Spellcasting allows you, basically, it improves the rate in which you cast, and it improves, I guess it improves your failure rate, so that way you fizz a lot less the higher your spellcasting skill is. Conjuration, I'm not entirely sure what that does. Fire magic, I believe it allows you to cast, the higher it is, it allows you to cast more powerful skills in that school of magic. So there we go. And forgive me if I'm wrong on some of this. Like I said, I'm a newer player. I'm just starting to get a grasp. So we're gonna get off of that screen, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game. And like I said, like I was saying, the game is browser based. There is a downloadable version of this game. I picked up a potion just there. There's a downloadable version of this game which includes a few more features. Now, the browser version and the downloadable version are the exact same versions, but one thing I've noticed is the features where you can interact with your mouse in-game on the browser version is not there. And in the inventory system that you can see on screen is also not part of the browser version. So the downloadable version actually features a lot more interactive content that allows you to pick up the game a lot easier. But for those who don't really need that, you can actually just use the keybinds and play like that. So anyways, we are walking through the dungeon, and as of right now, I'm just picking up items. Now, I can control the character with my arrow keys or with my numpad. Now, it's not usually recommended that you actually do that. I found a helm right there. Oh, and a ring. it's not actually recommended to do that. It's recommended to travel around the dungeon using the O key, because the game does that a lot. It does the moving around for you. A lot of players like having the control, but I'll show you here. So I'm gonna hit the O key, and you see that my character just begins walking all by himself. He'll start exploring the dungeon all by himself, and when something pops up, like right there, we have our first creature to battle. When something pops up, it'll stop my character, and it will alert me to whatever my character has just encountered. So we have encountered a hobgoblin. So a hobgoblin comes into view, and now it's time for our first combat situation. I'm going to move. Okay, so there's a rat there, so I'm actually going to back up. It's advised that when there's more than one creature, you find yourself a tunnel and funnel the creatures in so they don't surround you, swarm you, and attack you. So, we are going to begin attacking. Now, because I'm a mage, I'm going to be casting spells. So I'm going to be hitting Z to confirm the action. Basically, this sets up the spell for you. And so Z basically activates for you. And you can actually hit period to confirm the attack, and just automatically go to attack. But if you have a series of spells, you can go to your spells list, and you can choose from there. So I only have one spell as of right now. Before I continue, the music that you are hearing in the background is the old school RuneScape soundtrack. So go ahead and enjoy that. If you guys are fans of RuneScape, I was a fan of RuneScape growing up as a kid, so I decided why not just play the old school. Actually, I'm not a fan of this song, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna skip it. That was during that last song was actually during the Christmas event on old school RuneScape. So anyways, we're back to my spells list, and I can select whatever spell I want. So I hit A, and the creature is selected, or targeted, and I just hit enter, and boom. And you can actually see the HP bar of each of the creatures is right below it right there. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that same action. And there we go. So I killed my first creature, but we still have that rat there. Now, I believe that I can kill that rat within one hit, even though my mana is still low, but we'll go ahead and we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Nope, I wasn't able to kill it. You are very lightly contaminated by residual magic. I'm not sure what that's magic contamination, but I'm not sure what effect that has on my character. I miscast my flame tongue, so I actually missed. So I'm gonna have to, actually, the hobgoblin that I just killed dropped the weapon. So what I can do, if I'm willing to sacrifice some HP, is go ahead and run to the weapon that he dropped. I'm gonna hit G to pick it up, go to my inventory, right, I button, and I'm gonna go to the club, and I'm gonna press W for wield, and there we go. You can actually see that my character has the club wielded. And since I'm out of mana, the next best thing to do is just use melee. So I'm gonna go ahead and try, and there we go. I killed the rat with the club, and basically you just move towards the creature to attack it. So there we go. Now, after each combat situation, it's important that you rest, especially being a mage, since you're so squishy. You take a lot of damage easy, and of course you run out of magic. So what I'm gonna do is hit the 5 key to rest up, and hold on something, I think. Okay, so the magic hit, every time something happens, resting will, I'll stop resting, but it's basically just telling me that the magic contamination, whatever debuff or buff that is, just completely faded away. So we're gonna hit 5 again, and there we go. We have completely charged our mana reserves. Now, one thing I see a lot of players do is, after they kill a creature, they will actually butcher it for its meat. And you stand on top of it and hit C to carve its meat. And check your inventory, and you see here that you get 4 chunks of meat. Now, you don't always get 4 chunks of meat, but you'll get some sort of, some number of meat. It doesn't matter, just you get it. And you use this because your character does get hungry. You can actually die of hunger as you scour through the dungeon. And you do start off with some rations, but it's recommended that you actually eat the chunks of flesh first before you eat the rations, because the chunks of flesh actually tend to rot. So, and the rations don't at all. You can have them; they're permanent food. And so it's recommended that you eat the chunks of flesh first before you eat the rations, because they last long. So, just a little explanation. And now you might have saw that rat there. Even though it's not there anymore, it just shows when you try to run from, ooh, crap, I just bumped into my computer. When you try and run from a monster and you lose sight of it, the game will mark on screen where you last saw it. So that's basically all that was. Now we're gonna continue to search the dungeon, and we've encountered another hobgoblin. Now I'm gonna move within range. Actually, let me see. Yeah, it's awake now. Now it should be in range. And it's actually not in range. Okay, now it should be in range. You can't see. Okay, so it's still not in range. Now the one thing, see, this is the one thing I don't like about this spell is that it's actually really close. Like they have to be really close to me for me to cast it, and by the time I have a few casts, they'll usually catch up to me. So I'm gonna rest again, and I refilled my mana reserves, and we're gonna continue searching the dungeon. Now, you guys are seeing like a really basic example of the game. The first few levels of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup are very simple, and that's one thing I like about this roguelike. It gives you like it walks you through the game in the first few dungeons, but then after your first few levels, it rapidly gets more or progressively difficult. Sorry, my English today is just not working. So it rapidly the game gets difficult as you go on. And forgive me, I've been running around with a stuffy nose all day, and it's been like really messing with me today. So I'm not all there. Okay, so now we've encountered another creature, a rat, and we are going to attack. It's asleep right now. You see here the Z's, so it hasn't noticed you, or you haven't woken it up yet. There is a stealth within the game, and your actions do actually have a noise to them, and dependent on how loud they are, monsters will hear you, depending on how far they are. So you get it. So this creature actually hasn't woken up, hasn't caught sight of me, and we are going to attack it before it wakes up. Now, I'm not sure if you get a bonus when it comes to killing a monster when it doesn't notice you, but I'm going to assume that you do get some sort of bonus. Now, there is a item right here, and it's a small ring mail. Since I'm a mage, I'm not going to take it with me, and usually the way players do it is if it isn't useful to you, you don't want to pick it up and waste inventory space. And being a ring mail and me being a mage, if I were to equip it, it would lower the rate, or my what's it called? Let me see if I can find it here. So I'm gonna go to my spells list. Go to A. That's not it. What is the? 1 second. Okay, so I wanted to show you here is if you go to your book spells and you go to whatever spell you were trying to see, it'll show you here your chance of failing a particular spell. I have a 10% chance of failing this spell, and it basically will fizz. Now, if I were to equip any kind of heavy armor or chainmail, stuff like that, it will increase the chance of me failing. Usually, sticking with leather or a light armor, medium or light armor, basically, it gives you like a bonus. But if you wear like heavy armor, like explaining things today is just not working out for me. I just don't know what's going on. So heavy armor, basically what you should take away is heavy armor makes it increases your chance of failing a spell, and light and medium armor increases it. Hopefully I said that right. So anyways, we're gonna continue to search the dungeon, and we've encountered another rat. We're gonna basically play this out until I die. Oops, nope, there we go. I almost miscast. And we're going to carve the meat up, carve that rat's meat up, giggity, and take it, put it in our inventory. My character doesn't seem to be hungry, but we have 5 chunks of flesh. Make sure that, hopefully he hurry up and gets hungry before it starts to rot. And we're going to continue searching. Okay, so your surroundings suddenly seem differently. I don't know what that was about. So I found 45 pieces of gold right there. Nothing there. And here's some items here. Now I'm gonna actually pick these up. And here comes another creature. We have another hobgoblin. Move closer, and we're gonna attack it. And didn't do that much damage, but I wounded him, and now he's dead. So yeah, the game gets increasingly difficult the longer you stay alive, and the first few dungeons are actually going to be fairly simple, but as you progress, the mechanics of the game starts to change, and monsters start to get more complex in the styles and ways that they try to fight you. For instance, you know, I'm fighting these rats and hobgoblins on the first floor, but as I progress, I'll find creatures actually like this slug here, and I believe this creature right here is a kobold. I don't think it's a ranger, but I know for sure this slug right here actually fires darts at you, and whether or not they're poisonous, I don't know. But as you progress, you'll find creatures that introduce new mechanics to the game, and there we go. See, the stupid slug just fired something at me. Look how much damage it did to me. So now I can either choose to run and hide around the corner and wait for it to get closer to me, or I can try and rush it. And since there's two creatures out there, I'm actually going to return back. And okay, so they're both rangers. The other creature actually just ended up throwing some rocks at me to try and weaken me at a distance. So what I'm going to do is to skip a few turns. I'm going to actually back up once more, because I'm going to try and funnel them back into this dungeon, or funnel them back into this hallway. And I'm going to skip some turns. Skipping turns, and they don't. Okay, there we go. So the slug is coming up, and now the slug should be in range of me. Yep. I attacked it once, attacked it again, and it's dead. Now the cobalt remains. So what I'm gonna do is to see if it'll. Actually, I'll move closer. Oh, I leveled up to level 2. So enter. There we go. I leveled up to 2, and the cobalt is in range of me, and there we go. I killed it, and that's pretty much the way you want to handle it as a mage. Being squishy, you gotta find ways to make the fight, or to take fights and put it into your advantage, because a lot of the combat situations you're gonna be put in later dungeons are gonna be pretty crazy, and I haven't made it past dungeon 3, or floor 3, but I've seen some higher level players, or higher skill players, if you will, get into dungeons where they're surrounded by monsters, and each of the monsters are doing like these crazy spells, crazy abilities, and it's just cool seeing the interactions that the players have to go through to survive. It's really nicely done. So here we go. We're gonna continue here, and we're gonna pick up this scroll here. Now, naturally, as dungeon crawlers are, or as roguelikes are, scrolls and potions have to be identified, and every time you start a new playthrough, the scrolls and the potions are randomized. So you see here, if you guys were watching my Ilona Let's Plays, it's the exact same concept, but a red potion in this playthrough is not going to be a red potion in your playthrough. And it's not until you find a scroll of identify that you will be able to identify these items and figure out what they are. Or you can just read a scroll, or you can drink a potion without knowing what it is, and from that you'll learn what it is. But then you risk drinking like a poison, or bursting into flames, or something like that, and dying immediately. So it's recommended that you have those scrolls that help you identify those things. So now we're going to continue to search this dungeon, and we've encountered another creature, and I woke it up. It was just sleeping. I could have attacked it from where I was, but I accidentally moved closer. And it's another kobold. And this game takes a lot of inspiration, not only from Rogue, but from Dungeons and Dragons. So a lot of the creatures that are in this game are just straight copy and paste from Dungeons and Dragons. This game is actually open source. I believe it's coded in C++. The reason I say that is there's a lot of people out there who would like to edit the game, and mentioning that it's open source will, invite those players who like not only playing the game, but actually add to it. So here we go. We got another creature, and another slug, and it's firing those poison. I believe they're poison darts. I don't remember exactly, but it's firing those darts at me. Just gonna go ahead, and there we go. I ended up killing it. We're gonna rest real quick, regain my mana reserves, and we're gonna continue to search. And we encounter another kobold. This dungeon is actually fairly big for a level 1 dungeon. There's a lot going on in it. I haven't seen a dungeon this big. And there we go. So, I Okay, so my spellcasting skill increased to level 3, very good. And what I want to see here, this Dagger of Flaming. Yeah, I will definitely take that. Now, Dagger of Flaming is exactly what you think it is. There's certain weapons in the game, uniques, that will have, there will be that weapon, but then again, it will have an extra attribute. If you've played like Diablo, it's the exact same thing. So Dagger of Flaming is exactly that. It's a dagger that has a chance of proccing a fire effect to a creature. But I'm gonna take that right now and actually equip that. So I'm gonna hit G for grab, and I grab a dagger. And actually, if I hit P, can I just equip it from there? No. Okay. So I accidentally hit the prayer button. So hit P, and we're gonna go to wield, and there we go. So now I have the Dagger of Flaming in my hand, and I'm actually gonna drop this this club. I don't need it anymore, and I'm not gonna waste inventory space. So hit that, hit enter, and there we go. So it's D to drop, and then you select the item, and then hit enter. So we're gonna continue searching this dungeon. That's awesome. We got a nice little melee weapon to help us carry on. So now we've finished exploring the dungeon. Naturally, what you would do from here is just walk to one of the exits and hit the next floor. So when I get to the next floor, I will continue. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so ladies and gents, so we have approached the second floor of the next dungeon, and you've approached the next dungeon, next floor, and what is this? An escape hatch with in the ceiling here. So I'm assuming you can use this to escape this dungeon. Let me see if I can actually do that. Okay, so yeah, it actually brings you up to the next floor. Very cool. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, continue doing this. Now, this might be a longer Let's Play, and when I upload it, I'm probably not gonna do like the intro splash screen that I normally do, or the outro screen that I normally do, because the rendering time is gonna be so immense. If it falls into a good time frame, then I'll do it. But this is probably gonna be uploaded as a raw video. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to search. Man, I really love the old school RuneScape music. I played RuneScape for about 12 years, and that was pretty much all of my youth. And just hearing the music kind of brings it back. And I already have a Let's Play of old school RuneScape made, but I'm not gonna upload it until later tonight or tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna continue searching the dungeon. There's a few items here. And one thing that you guys didn't get to see is I actually found a pair of boots that added to, I believe it adds to my armor class. Yes, it adds to my armor class, and it says it can be maximally enchanted to +2. But I'm not sure if that means it's like a damage buff, or you can do it twice. You can add 2 different enchantments to it. I'm not sure. I gotta actually Google that. I also did find a coral ring, and now, I can equip it, but what I risk is this item being cursed. And, besides you not being able to take it off, I'm not sure if it comes with any other effects, any negative effects. We're gonna put it on anyways, because why not? We're in the early dungeon floors. It's gonna be easy. These floors are gonna be relatively easy. And, having one cursed item isn't gonna affect you that much. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. It's a cursed ring of teleportation. Fantastic! I'm not sure. Let me see. So, you see there, it's a cursed ring. I can... Actually, we'll play the scroll game. That's what it's called. That's what players call it. But anyways, let's read what the ring does. A ring that occasionally exerts its power to teleport its wearer next to monsters. What the fuck? Alright, so, this ring, if I don't manage to get it off of any of these scrolls, it will automatically teleport me to the presence of monsters. Fantastic. Alright, so let's start reading these scrolls. So press R to read, and we're just gonna go straight down the list. Since we have a small collection of scrolls, might as well. Hit E, and move target cursor. Okay, so this is a scroll of teleportation. When it usually gives you a cursor like that, it means that it's a scroll of teleportation. So when I hit enter, boom, it teleports me out of there. And so now I know. But that was a waste of scroll of teleportation, because I could use that to get me out of dangerous situations. So we're gonna hit F now. It's a scroll of recharging. You aren't carrying any rechargeable items. So there we go. If I had one that had charges, that needed charges, I could use that and recharge the wand fully. So we're gonna read another one. H. Scroll of identity. And Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna identify the red potion, and it's a scroll. It's a potion of degeneration, and I'm not sure what that exactly does, but I know it's not one of the good potions. I'm gonna read again, and we're gonna hit K. Scroll of enchant weapon. So we are gonna enchant my dagger. I've never done this before. So now the dagger, your +2 dagger of flaming glows red for a moment. And now it's +3 flame. Awesome! I've never actually done that to a weapon before, so now we're gonna read another one. I gotta find the scroll of uncurse. What the hell? It crumbles to dust. You feel aware of your surroundings. It was a scroll of magic mapping. Very cool. I didn't even know that was there. So you guys see that there's a bunch of things in this game. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, so scroll of amnesia. Oh no! No, I don't want. Yeah, okay. So scroll of amnesia. It's usually used for mages. Now there's an amount of you have a certain amount of spell slots. Each spell takes out a certain amount of spell slots. And eventually, you'll run out of space to learn more spells. So what you use those scrolls of amnesia for is to forget those spells, so you can make room for new ones. We're gonna continue. I can't believe that none of these scroll of remove curse. There we go. So now, finally, after reading all my scrolls, I now know if I encounter those scrolls again, I will know what they are, and now I can actually take off this item. So back to items, go to a ring of teleportation, go to G, and we're gonna actually drop that. So there we go, we dropped the ring, and I'm actually gonna drop the potion of degeneration. I'm not sure if you can actually throw these and just use it against monsters, but actually, you know what, I'll keep it just for that fact, because I'm not sure if you can actually throw it to monsters. Okay, so here is some leather armor, and I can equip it if I want to, but then again, I risk it being another cursed item. So inventory, and we will equip it. It will add to our armor class. Thing is, the higher your armor class is, the greater your chances of failing a spell is. So it's better to be wearing robes and stuff. But let's see what this does. So we're gonna. Oops. Well, sorry, I hit the wrong one. We're gonna wear it. Finish putting on the leather armor, and so it will add to my defense, and since we're in the early floors, let's just keep it for the time being. I'm gonna keep that robe also. Oh, actually, there's another robe right there, and there's 2 creatures there. Okay, so none of the creatures are in range. We're gonna back up, and I'm actually gonna try and attack the creature with my dagger and see how I do. Okay, there you go. I ended up killing it with a dagger. Now, I don't know where that other creature... There it is. And there we go. We killed it. And I'm gonna heal... I'm actually gonna rest up real quick. And there we go. And since there's another robe here, I'm actually gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna just read through it real quick and see if it's any better than the robe that I have. F. Armor rating 2. Can magically be enchanted twice. To +2. Will give you an armor class of 2. Let me wear it real quick and see what it does. No, so it drops my armor class, but is there any difference? Oops. No. I don't want to describe anything. Is there any difference besides the robe I just picked up and the robe I've been wearing? So A. No, they're basically the same. I guess I'll just drop it. Oops, now I'm not wearing anything, so I'm going to go back to here, I'm going to wear that, and now we're going to continue searching the dungeon. I want that piece of meat right there, and we'll keep searching. So it's cool, that scroll of magic mapping, I didn't know that existed within the game. So we're going to go ahead, kill these roaches here. Oh, okay, now we're being surrounded, so I'm going to move into here and try and funnel the monsters again. Come on. And we're low on mana, so I'm going to try and attack the monster with my dagger. I'm doing pretty well, and there we go, it's dead. So rest, regain all my mana, and we'll continue searching the dungeon. by the way, if there's players who are adept in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, if there's players who are watching this and I'm saying things that are not entirely right or completely wrong, please in the comment section clarify and let me know, because as a new player, I basically all I did was study the game for like a week or so and then come out and play it so I could present it. So I try to learn as much as I can in a small span of time, where I know there's players who have been playing for years and years and years and non-stop. So I know there's a lot of players out there that know more than me. So if I say anything wrong, go ahead and put it in the comment section and just let me know. So we're gonna continue searching this dungeon, and you guys might have seen me pick up an item there, and I actually picked up tipped needles, Curar tipped needles. I've never seen needles like this before, but a thin piece of metal, typically coated in some harmful substance, when launched from a blowgun, can deliver its toxins into a bloodstream or of a living creature or a demonic being. So cool. I wonder if I can just equip them and just throw them by hand. So we're gonna quiver these, and next time I see a creature, I'm gonna try and throw them. I've never seen needles like this. Oh, there's another robe armor here. There's a creature up there. What I'm gonna do is just run towards the robe armor first. The rat gained on me, and there we go. I need to carve that rat's meat because I am running low on food. I actually had to eat one of my rations because there was no food around. And we're gonna grab this, and what I'm going to do is equip it, because I need to find robes that are better than the one I'm currently wearing, or better than the leather armor that I'm currently wearing. And it will give me +2 blah blah. Actually, I gotta wear it to know fully what it's gonna do for me. You continue putting on your robe. ×5. You finish putting on the robe. So let me go back to my inventory. It's large enough that. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. What am I doing? L. A large, loose-fitting, white-sleeved outer garment made of light cloth. It offers little protection against physical harm, but does not hinder evasion or spellcasting. Base armor. Okay, so it's the exact same kind of armor that I had before, but I'm just gonna drop this one. So for me, it's hard to tell which robe armors are better. Usually you'll look for that +3 next to it, but I haven't been able to find any robe armor that's like that. I say robe armor, but you know what I mean. I reached level 3, and now it's asking me to allocate some points into either strength, intelligence, or dexterity. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, sorry about that. I've been a little sick as of late, and my allergies have kept come by. Let me take a swig of water real quick. Which is also why I haven't been posting a lot lately. So anyways, we're gonna put that point into intelligence. And you feel clever. And ×2. So I guess got 2 points, yeah. I guess 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna continue searching the dungeon. Sorry, I'm like got sidetracked, and I'm trying real hard not to sneeze. But yeah, I've been kind of sick lately, and I had allergies like come full on top of it. We live like next to this wooded area, and it's not doing anything good for my nose, to be honest with you, and it just makes my time here miserable. Or every time I go outside, I'm miserable, just because of the allergies. My nose is extremely sensitive. Okay, so we've encountered a new creature. I believe that this particular creature is venomous, and is also a relatively heavy hitter. The only thing about it is it's extremely slow, and so I can outrun it, and from a distance I can basically just end up kiting it, and that's usually how you fight these little guys. And so I'm gonna get close enough to it, gonna attack it. I actually did not wake it. Oh, we've encountered another creature. Just gonna attack it again. What just happened? Okay, I thought I was dead for a second. The goblin shouts. It says down here, but I've never actually seen them. I guess it doesn't really mean anything. Gonna back up. Now it's good because the slug here is actually is actually slowing it down. Never mind, not anymore. Let me actually... I'm gonna actually attack the hobgoblin with my dagger. There we go, I ended up killing the hobgoblin. Man, he's taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna just back up here. I'm trying to make sure that I have my space between me and that creature, because if it gets a good... Oh, there we go, I killed it. If it gets a good melee attack off on me, it can do a decent amount of damage earlier on. Now we're gonna continue searching. And a giant cockroach appears. So we're gonna kill this giant cockroach. Hopefully I can get close enough to it. There we go. And I should kill it. Nope, I guess I didn't kill it in one hit. Let's attack it with a dagger. There we go. Continue searching the dungeon. Okay, so we encounter another kobold. Alright. I'm not in range. Ah, an adder. These creatures, those snake creatures, are a pain in the frickin' ass, man. And this kobold is not backing down. Okay, so I killed the kobold, but this adder is now chasing me. Now, I might actually... Okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna die here. Can I attack you with my sword? There we go. Alright. Good. My conjuration skills increase to level 2. Now, the adder, the way it works, it's a poison monster. So it's a creature that when it strikes you, it will inflict poison, when it procs it. But the thing that makes it so difficult is it's a really fast creature, so you can't outrun it. You have to attack it from a distance, and hopefully, by the time it gets to you, it's weak enough, so when it does confront you, you can basically just kill it off once it gets close enough. Actually, let me grab this. But for new players, especially for me, I still have trouble fighting adders. For newer players, it's automatically a death sentence, because some people don't know how to... Oh, hold on, I wanted that. Some people don't know how to handle how to fight an adder. And, I mean, that goes for me, too. And sometimes I'll have trouble with them, and they'll end up killing me because I'm not paying attention to what they're doing. Holy fuck! Gnolls. Okay. So, we've encountered a pack of gnolls. And, you see, like, we're on Dungeon 2, and now the monsters are starting to get more difficult. And we're starting to face a lot more of them. And, this is only, like, the beginning. And when you start to get to lower floors, when you get to hell, you'll fight hordes and hordes of monsters. So, anyways, from what I know, I don't know much about these creatures. But, I'm just gonna... The gnoll is moderately wounded, and, holy crap, I'm gonna die. Gonna do this, gonna go this way, I'm gonna go diagonally. Gonna go this way, gonna go diagonally again. And I actually didn't go diagonally, so I wasted a turn. Gonna attack the creature. I completely forgot that I could, man, I'm gonna die. I am going to definitely die, and I don't have any scrolls. Scrolls of Identify and Book of Flames. What I can do... Man, this sucks! Let's just back up. And, you know what? I wouldn't normally do this, but what I'm going to do is try and fall into that hole. And just to escape, there's a shaft here, and we're gonna fall down. I fall down 2 floors. Oh no. You hear the sound of rushing water. Okay, so I escaped the monsters. Normally, you do not want to fall down a hole. Actually, I'm in the lower dungeon, lower floor right now. I believe I'm in floor 4 or 5, and I've actually never been this far, so I have no clue what to expect. The only trade-off I got from that is I was able to survive that encounter, where naturally I would have died if that wasn't there. I'm going to rest real quick. And, I don't know what to expect from here on. I've never made it down this far. Okay, so yeah, I'm on 4th floor. I'm on floor 4. But what I'm gonna try to do is actually make my way back up. And, I know, what's the point of dropping down 2 floors? It's only because I needed to escape those creatures. I'm gonna climb back up. And those guys right there, those are, I think they're trolls, but those guys mean serious business for any new player. They will literally wreck ass if they get around you, if they circle you. That's what they usually try to do. That's what all monsters try to do. They try to circle you. And okay, so we're gonna climb back up, and we should be back on floor 2. Yeah, we're on floor 2 again. And now those creatures are running around somewhere, and have I explored everything? Okay, so here comes an adder. And real quick, what I want to do, I forgot to pick up those items. Never mind, forget it. I'll show you guys in a second after I kill this adder. If I kill the adder. So go ahead. And I'm actually poisoned right now. You can actually see the poison effect on your character. You'll get this droplet of green, and that means you're poisoned. A droplet of red means you're on fire, and there's other effects that you'll get. And you can actually read it right here. Any status effects that you'll have will be right here. So go ahead and try to attack this guy. Now, running away, I can't really run away right now. If I try to run away and he continues to attack me, he's going to kill me. So, there we go. I was actually able to survive that. Never run away from an adder after you're poisoned. At least that's what I'm gonna say. As a new player, I'm not sure if that's the right thing you should do. Maybe eat some sunflower seeds as we're going on. But usually, after I become poisoned by an adder and I continue to run, I notice that I just take a shit ton of damage. So, I usually only run when I'm low on mana. And, but yeah, don't run from them. Try and fight them and get them out of the way as fast as possible. Okay, so I found 14 poison needles, and I still have that cure needles. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Let me see if I can find these creatures again, because they withstood a bunch of my damage. I'm sorry if I'm like chewing your ear. These stuff, I love David's sunflower seeds. They're so. Oh, we found another adder. Well, we found 2 adders. At least I think that's 2 adders. What I'm gonna do... okay, he called up to me, so... If I can kill this guy, it looks like there's no one else around. There we go, I got him. So there's 1 of 3. There's 2 adders down there. I'm gonna rest. Oh, I leveled up. Fantastic, I leveled up, so I'm gonna rest and, there we go, restored my magic. Oh! What I forgot to do. I'm level 4 now. Oh, let me eat first. We're gonna eat this meat ration. And what I forgot to do is, because I'm level 4 now, I can actually learn new spells. So we're gonna go to read, which is R, and then you select whatever you want to read. And now I have new abilities. And I've seen a lot of fire elementalists use the get sticky flame like right away. So we're gonna get sticky flame, and we're gonna memorize the spell. And there we go. We have a new spell. Actually, I think I can learn a new one, but I'm gonna wait until I'm level 5 to learn a new spell. Okay, it's asking me whether or not I want to memorize it. There we go. I finished memorizing that spell. Actually, you know what? We will learn another spell. And we're gonna do Inner Flame. And, from what I know, this spell fills the enemy... Oh, well, I mean, here's the description. It fills the enemy with intense fire to be explosively released upon death. And it's just AoE damage to the creatures that was dealt the Inner Flame spell. So there we go, and we're gonna learn it. Hit yes, or we hit Y. Finish memorizing the spell. Now we have a few new spells. And these should do a little bit more damage than the default spell. I always forget that. As a new player, I forget that I have a book there of new spells, and I can read it if I want to, but I always forget that it's there. Is there anything here? Nope. I'm just trying to be really careful. I don't want to encounter those gnolls again all at once. Oh, here's an adder. Alright, so I guess we're gonna test out my new spell here. So the way you cast any other spells you have, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You hit your Z, but this time you hit the question mark instead of the period. And, I have Inner Flame, but... Alright, so I'm gonna cast Sticky Flame. I could say it's not in range. I gotta wait for it to get closer. The monster hasn't noticed me. The question mark over the monster means it hasn't noticed you. Z means it's sleeping. Like this. Sticky Flame. It should be in range now. You can't... How are you... C again. B. You can't see... What? Z to cast anyways. You don't know... What? I don't know that spell. Whatever. Let me see if I can... Okay, there we go. Now, Z. Question mark. B. There we go. The adder bites you but does no damage. You are lightly contaminated with residual magic. The air around you crackles with energy. And now I'm going to just cast the flame tongue. Hopefully I did that right. Oh, come on. There we go, I got it. That was a little iffy. I'm not sure. Hold on, I got to read what that sticky flame does. And give me 1 second, gotta sneeze again. Alrighty, we are back. Sorry about the little minor interruptions. Alright, so we'll cut up the flesh of that adder. What I want to do real quick is actually check out my spell book. And sticky flame is the one that I want to see. Conjures a glob of sticky flame covering the adjacent creature with a liquid fire for a short time. Forget the spell by destroying the spellbook. Oh, okay, I didn't know you could do that. So maybe go ahead and cast that real quick, without any monsters being around. B. You don't have enough magic to cast that spell. What? Oh. Rest real quick. And we're gonna try and cast that again. B. You can't see any. Use Z to cast anyways. Z. Confirm. And, okay, so now I can select it. So what? Okay, so alright. It makes like a little wall of flame. Alright. I just wanted to know. I was curious. So yeah, this might actually be a really long video. And I'm done exploring this dungeon. Now I can actually go down to the next floor. And I usually die by the third or fourth floor. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I wasn't expecting me to be alive this long, to be honest with you. Oop, not what I want to do. I want to go down a floor. There we go. We've encountered 2 bats, and there seems to be some sort of like robe there, or some sort of cloak. Okay. So we're gonna. These bats are asleep, so I'm just gonna kill them off. There we go. And that was pretty straightforward. I mean, bats are easy. So, there we go. And I'm gonna pick up this cloak and see what it does for me. So, we're gonna hit G, inventory, and Q for cloak, or Q for that specific item. It's not always Q. And it'll give me 1 base armor rating. And let's just work and see what happens. Finish putting on the cloak, and I get I'm at 4 AC, which is your armor class. And my evasion is at 12, which is good. Evasion, excuse me, sorry. It's basically, it's exactly what it is, evasion. It's how often the creature will hit you, or what the chances of the creature hitting you. Oh, there's a rat here. We'll kill that. And, we'll carve it. There we go, we got some raw meat. And we got another scroll. We have another scroll. We have 2 scrolls of magic mapping. Very cool. I'm gonna search the dungeon by pressing O. Hopefully this robe right here is better than the one that I have. There's another bug there. I'm gonna go this way. Let's try to outrun it real quick. There we go. I should have gotten, there we go. No, I didn't get any space. There we go, attack it. Attack it again. Attack it again. Let me try sticky flame. Z, question mark, B. There we go, I killed it. Awesome. The worm is covered in liquid flames. The worm burns. Awesome. So that spell actually does a lot of damage. Okay, so Z again, and question mark, and A. Hit that. I'm actually still casting sticky flame. I don't want to cast sticky flame. Z. Question mark. A. There we go. Got it. Now I'm gonna rest. Reason I don't want to cast that spell is you can like the last spell you can cast repeatedly quickly, but the newer spells that I just finished learning will take up a lot of mana, and I don't want that. I need a spell that I can spam and still have mana to spare. Okay, so let me just look through my inventory real quick. We picked up this robe, and let's just equip it, see what happens. Okay, so down here it says some of the chunks of flesh in your inventory have rotted away. Finish taking off your robe, and you finish putting on the robe. Again, it's the same kind of robe. There's nothing special about it. Oh, I'm gonna drop it. Besides the texture it gives you, or the skin it gives your character, there's nothing different about it. But I'm gonna keep that leather robe just in case I want some more AC later on. And we're gonna continue searching this dungeon. I picked up a new scroll, and here we go. There is a hobgoblin here. There we go, kill in one shot. And I've never seen doors like this. Okay, so we have rations here. Let's search this area, see what we find. So we are on dungeon floor. We are on dungeon floor 3. And so far we haven't seen anything too crazy just yet. Let's keep searching. That's a new creature. A hobgoblin and a howler monkey comes into view. I'm not sure what howler monkeys do, but we're gonna just attack it and try our luck. So I'm gonna back up here to funnel the monsters back in. Actually, I have to back up one more. Actually, I should just cast Sticky Flame in this situation. So Z, question mark, and B. And I should be able to just do it like this. Out of range. Okay, so it has to be the monster that's directly in front of you. There we go. My spellcasting skill increases to 4. My fire magic increases to 4. Very cool. Oop. A strange energy thing. You are very lightly contaminated by original energy. Strange energies run through your body. And I'm actually going to just take out this hobgoblin with my dagger. I'm going to rest up to get my mana reserves back. And okay, we're good to go. Continue searching. So, next time I decide to play Dungeon Crawl, what I'm actually planning on doing is, on my Facebook and on my Twitter, I'm going to, just let people know. So if you guys are following my Facebook and Twitter, and, if you guys are interested in, like, watching me play and fail miserably, you guys will, I'll just put a link to the page where you can go ahead and watch me. And, you know, invite you. I can't really do live streams, so this would be, like, the next best thing. And, you know, we'll be able to talk to each other right there. We can, you know, I can show you guys how to play the game if you're new, or if you are an experienced player, you can go ahead and show me how to freaking play the game. And, so, okay, pick all this up real quick. Sorry, I'm just like... So, yeah, I'm actually planning on doing that. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm actually just checking the date. So, probably, we can do it... maybe Thursday or Friday. Probably later towards the night. And, oh! It's a staff! Alright, this is my first staff that I've ever found in-game. So, I'm a silver 1. Alright, it's a silver 1. Excuse me. Okay, so what... Okay, so, I mean, just real quick. Sticky Flame. Killed it. Alright, so Sticky Flame does a shit ton of damage, but it takes out so much mana. What I'm gonna do is just back up right here. Again, just trying to funnel the creatures around. And Z. We're gonna go back to our spells list. Now I should be able just to cast. No? Z. Spells list. A. There we go. Okay, alright, we're good. We're good. I'm almost out of mana though, so I'm gonna rest up again. HP is restored, and mana is restored. So we're gonna continue. Oh, there's the bat there. There we go. Got the bat. And so I definitely want to check out that one. That's my first actual magical item that I've ever found in game. And definitely gonna check that out real quick. I actually want to get that ring too. Let's see up there. Oh, we got a cobalt chasing us. What do you want, dude? Leave us alone. Alright, so we're gonna go down here. Hopefully, when I turn this corner, there's no monsters. Oh no! It's a. I'm gonna back up slowly. Just back up slowly. Alright, it's a troll mage. Alright, I'm sorry, it's an orc wizard. An orc wizard. Now, one of them is fine, and they pose a challenge or a difficulty. One of them is fine, but they usually roam in packs, and the orc wizards tend to lead those packs. So real quick, before I engage in this combat, I'm going to look through my inventory to see a wand of lightning. So, V, I hit the wrong button, V. A magical device which throws great bolts of lightning. If invoked without being fully identified, several charges will be wasted. Okay, so, alright, so let's identify it. For the sake of that, I do have 4 scrolls of identify. So what I'm going to do is go to the read menu, which is R, and go to my scrolls of identify, which is H, and I'm going to go to V. And I have 7 out of 15 charges within that rod, or within that wand. And if I find a scroll of free charging, I can recharge it completely. So we're gonna try our luck. I wonder. You know what? I've actually never used the wand to cast a spell. So let me see if I can actually use it from the inventory menu. V. And invoke. So yes, I can use it from the inventory menu. So we're gonna try and take these guys out with the wand. So I have 7 charges. Holy shit! And you see right there, the mage actually just finished casting a spell, and it did 1/3 of my HP. No bueno. Gonna back up. Take out this. Okay, so we got him, and now we're gonna cast. We're gonna try out the wand because I've never used the wand before. Might as well do it just in case if I die, I never get the chance to do it again. We're gonna invoke, which is the V button, and you're dead. You are so dead. You're gone. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna actually do that again to get this wizard out of my face because they're gonna be a problem. So back to inventory. Our wand is V. Invoke. Oh, it's running. Oh, you son. Oh, there's an adder there. No. Do this again. Inventory. V. Invoke. I gotta take out the wizard first. I actually killed the jackal. Okay, so the thunderbolt actually surrounds it kind of like chain lightnings them. Alright, cool, so I ended up taking out one of the monsters that were further back. So we're gonna go. I killed the jackal, the adder bites you, but I take no damage. Okay, good. V. Invoke. So right now we are in quite the sticky situation. What I'm going to do is right now we're gonna cast Sticky Flame. We're gonna cast Sticky Flame to get this adder out of my face. B. Okay, so it's on fire. It didn't get it. I didn't move it. It didn't kill it, but it's on fire. Shit. Z. What's that other spell that I have? Inner Flame. That's not gonna work right now. If I cast it, I'm just gonna waste a turn and take more damage. The reason I'm not running is because the adder will catch up to me, and so will the orcs. And actually, let's just invoke our wand again. So inventory V. Invoke. I want this wizard gone. Oh, I ended up killing both of them? Well, I didn't kill the wizard just yet, but I ended up killing the adder and the other orc that was behind it. Fantastic. Okay. So now, we can... What I'm going to do is get closer to the, Actually, no, I don't have to get closer. The orc... Okay, so, it's just giving me on screen what I just did. So I killed the adder and I killed the orc. And now I'm going to use Sticky Flame on the wizard. So Z, and Sticky Flame is B, and exactly, that's where we're going to attack, and dead. We survived it. Holy crap, any other time I would have died. Good thing I had picked up that wand right before joining that combat, or engaging the combat. So, awesome. Actually, let me rest real quick, because we are extremely low on... There's a jackal nearby. But it doesn't see me. Yeah, it does. It does see me. Damn it. There you go. You're dead. You're dead! Okay, so let's rest. Another jackal? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Inventory, V. Invoke. Get the jackal. And it's dead. Holy crap. Can I rest for 5 seconds without... Okay, my guy is hungry. We're gonna eat, We'll eat the slice of pizza. Why not? And we're gonna rest again. There we go. We are completely... We're good. Okay, so now I'm just making sure there's no there's no meat, or I'm making sure that there is meat that I can butcher and turn into rations, or not rations, raw meat. We picked up a ring, and we actually have 2 rings. Actually, we can use our our scrolls of identify to identify them. Usually, I would risk just putting them on, but now that I have these scrolls, might as well use them. So read, and we're gonna go to H, and we're gonna identify the first one we just found, and it's a ring of strength. Might as well equip it because I am running around for dagger of flame. So we're gonna go to inventory, and we are going to we're gonna put it on, and now we're gonna go back to identifying the other ring that we have. H and T for that ring, and it is a ring of protection. So cool. I believe that I'm not sure if that adds to your AC or if it adds to your evasion. Inventory. We'll read the ring. T. Okay, so yes, it adds +3 to your AC. Very cool. So we'll put that on as well. Awesome. I can't believe how successful I'm playing on this game. Now the video has come to an hour so far. I'm actually going to end this video here. I don't want to make it drag on too long. And next Let's Play, we will actually continue this dungeon, and I will have the RuneScape music blasting in the background. I hope you guys enjoy that. I love RuneScape, and I love the old school RuneScape music. So anyways, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop me a like. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you are new to my channel and would like to see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that as well, and it means a lot to me. I'll see you guys later. My name is Oliver Cat, and I'm signing off. Goodbye.